Hey traders, what's up? So these Saturday morning videos started out with the intention of, recapping some trades and explaining them from the previous week, and I'll do that from time to time. But like last Saturday, I switched it up a little bit and did a video, "Anything Can Happen: A Tale of Two Trades," and showed two similar setups with two very different outcomes. So what I think I'm going to do is just something stock related, probably from the week each Saturday, but it might not be a recap for the reason that, like this week, I already made a couple videos during the week of recaps from those days. So I'll show you a couple of them real quick, a couple of the setups. But what I'm going to do this week is talk about a couple DMs I got on Twitter. I'm going to read them to you now, and then I'm going to talk about those and explain something. So one of them, I already tried a few chat rooms that promised all kinds of stuff, but just gave me basic info that can be found on YouTube. I watched your free webinars, and I think we speak the same language. I was doing okay until I wasn't, LOL. Last December was very bad for me, and I can't seem to get back into the right mindset since then. And then the other one from somebody different said, "Mental state has killed me this year. Should have joined your room, LOL." So one, I actually appreciate the fact that people contact me talking about their mental state, which to me tells me maybe they've seen some of my tweets talking about how important mental state is in trading, right? So let me address that real quick to both of those DMs. Our chat room is not a holy grail, right? There is no holy grail out there. You could join our chat room and still struggle. What we try to do, and I'll show you a couple examples real quick, and I have this SMMT 15-minute chart up for a reason, but I'll show you a couple that I made the video of this weekend with screenshots. For instance, Miguel calling Moderna over 202. There's the entry idea, and you can see how quickly that worked right away, right? Cyrano with the 950 second mouse, and you can see basically worked right away. It took about 10 minutes to get going, maybe. RNA, these are screenshots of my posts, or posts in chat, not all mine, of other people too. RNA basically worked right away. And another one from Matt D, CJJD, second mouse, back through 5, worked right away. Some huge ones, right? And there was others this week, but I think those are ones I've already used in videos this week. If you want to see the actual recap and entry, a reason for those entries, you can go to my YouTube channel and check out those videos. But here's where I'm addressing those DMs again. SMMT, these are 15-minute candles. I'll pan out a little bit more so you can see this really nice run it made, and then topped out right at 450 here. And then the next day hit 415. Day after that, 415. So over 415 is, to me, really relevant on this chart, because then you've got really nothing in between that and 450. And then if you break 450, half number inflection point, maybe it squeezes again. So I already like the setup in the chart. And then yesterday, this would have been Thursday. Sorry, Thursday, it hit 379. The day before that, 390. The day before that, I talked about that 415 level. All right, so fast forward to Friday, and I'll zoom in a little bit now. Friday's early high was 370. It came in and kind of put in a lower high at 366. So you've got a recent high flyer with what I would call stat catalyst, 380, and I call recent highs or recent previous day highs potential catalysts for higher prices as shorts cover as those days are taken out, right? So you got 380, 390, 415 is a big level, and then the 450. So I felt like you had a stacked catalyst scenario, and if we light up the new high of day ticker on Friday, which again was over 370, I'm thinking you're going to knock down 380, 390, maybe get a hiccup at 4, and if you bust through 415's gone, and maybe that 450's gone. So you had a coiled stock, a recent high flyer, a pretty narrow range on the day compared to a lot of the previous days, and you had stat catalysts above. So I liked almost everything about it. Time of day was an issue because this was right in lunchtime. So that is one negative. But I did say in chat, over 370, the previous day's high is just a dime above, or actually 9 cents above, right? So I did, me and a couple other people all said we liked this if it broke 370. Why am I telling you this? Because here's the next 15-minute candle. and there's the next one. It went to 373. Now keep in mind, lunchtime was the one negative, and then pretty quickly down, right? Now, as a day trader, I'll be honest with you, I took it at 370, thinking, okay, it's lunchtime, this might not go. And so when it lit up the new highs ticker and didn't start taking down these other catalysts, the way I trade and the way I teach, to me, this is still telling me something. It's telling me, hey, this isn't, they're not piling into this like you thought. So I hit out at 364. All right, so I lost 6 cents a share, but it was still a loss nonetheless. It's an example of something that I liked and didn't work. And that takes me back to why I say our chat room isn't the holy grail. On any given setup, no matter how good it is, anything can happen. So in summary, what our chat room is a group of traders. We're all in there every day, trying to make some money, trying to find some A+ setups, right? And get long at those inflection points that should work right away. Sometimes they don't, and then we hit out. But it's not a holy grail, right? It's a group of some very good traders. Go to my YouTube channel and look up the Tale of Two Trades video. Also, I think BXRX is a good example of another one that absolutely rug pulled, even though I liked the setup. So on any trade, anything can happen. There's nobody out there, no matter how much people brag, there's nobody out there that every one of their calls is going to work. And I've been tweeting lately. Let me try to find it real quick. Here it is. I found it. I've been tweeting lately something I wrote the other day, and I kind of retweet it every now and then because I think it's important. Once you have a solid set of A+ setups and a solid way to trade them, you still have yourself to contend with. Trading is not easy, right? So no matter how good your setups are, no matter how good your chat room, your trading group is, you could have someone who makes 95% great calls, which I don't think anybody does, but you get my point. You could still have a catastrophic day and take yourself out of the trading game because you have yourself to contend with, right? So it's all about having setups and everything, but you also have to have the discipline to follow your trading rules when something's not working, hit out. So I don't want anyone to ever see one of my videos and think, hey, I gotta be in this guy's room because he's sharp, and all these traders I see him posting their trades in chat that have that worked really well and worked right away. Yes, that does happen a lot, right? Because we teach those setups, and when one of our setups works, generally it's gonna work right away, or it's probably not gonna work at all. So keep that in mind. We don't have a holy grail. We have a good group of people, but anything can happen. And also you can always get in your own way. You could take 10 people, Wayne talks about this all the time, give them all the exact same setup, and you probably have, I don't know the numbers he uses, you'll have 4 winners, 4 losers, and 2 scratches, depending on how people trade, right? Their personalities, how quick they are to protect their entry once they take some profits and all that. So I'm always happy to help anyone I can, but I don't ever want anyone to think we are the holy grail or there is one out there, right? Discipline is a huge part of it. And I guess that's all I got to say in this video. Sound a little bit like Forrest Gump there. We'll see you next Saturday.